Voted in 2018, you'll remember the constitutional amendment supporters called Clean Missouri. 62% of Missourians voted in favor. Among other things, it changes the way Missouri draws district lines.
Now, 2 years later, some state lawmakers want to reverse it. KOMU8's Natalie Sapila has more on the issue that is dividing lawmakers, some beyond party lines.
In the last floor vote for Joint Resolution 38, lawmakers voted along party lines. That is, all except one. Springfield Senator Lincoln Huff voted differently than his fellow Republican senators. He says some lawmakers are ruling out Clean Missouri too quickly.
I would have been happier had we let that process play out before we came in and decided to, give the voters another opportunity to change it.
It all comes down to the redistricting process set out by Clean Missouri. According to the amendment, a nonpartisan demographer will draw the district lines. Clean Missouri supporters believe the old way of drawing districts was too partisan. But some lawmakers who oppose Clean Missouri believe this demographer will only make the redistricting process less fair. Some, like Columbia Senator Caleb Rowden, are worried that it could lead to gerrymandering, when district lines are intentionally drawn to favor one particular party or group of people.
Do you want a representative that doesn't live in your town, doesn't live in your area, and maybe doesn't even live in your region of the state? I think most of them would say no, but the reality of Clean Missouri is that in some cases, that will have to happen for them to adequately address the variables that were in Clean Missouri.
Some also called into question the role of Democratic State Auditor Nicole Galloway in appointing the state demographer. But the campaign director for Clean Missouri says the concern over Galloway being able to influence the appointment of the demographer is unfounded.
The legislature does actually have a lot of discretion on that front. So I think a lot of the focus on the auditor has really been misguided and may not be rooted in good faith.
Since 2018, opponents of the amendment have filed bills in the last two sessions looking to change the measures laid out by Clean Missouri. Under this year's joint resolution, the system would go back to the way it was originally done, with two bipartisan commissions of members from the House and Senate drawing the district lines. Son Nicholson says he's disappointed by the new plan, which has already passed the Senate.
That would make the process more secretive, more partisan, and make it much harder for ordinary citizens to challenge and push back on unfair maps in the future.
There are also divisions among Democrats. An Associated Press report stated some members of the Black Caucus are concerned that Clean Missouri could disenfranchise black voters. Representative Tommy Pearson did not comment on those concerns, but he says he wants to end the back-and-forth discussion on this issue.
It makes you wonder how many times will we do such a thing to take the same thing back to the voters until we get what may seem to be the answer that the majority wants to hear.
15 months after the voters decided, both sides are still fighting about drawing district lines.
I hope people see that you can be independent-minded in this process. You can put your community first.
Having all of this power in the hands of one individual, I don't think is the right path forward.
Hopeful that what comes out of the Clean Missouri conversation brings us to a more balanced representation here in Jefferson City.
Natalie Sapila, KOMU8 News, Jefferson City.
If the new resolution passes the House as is, it will go on about